Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? 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 Go. Thought you was ready.
I am ready.
Oklahoma, where the wind sways. Hello, good people. It's Tracy.
And I'm Dan.
And you're watching Midlife Mamaw on YouTube. Thank you for joining us today. Today is a very exciting day because I'm not the one going to the doctor.
Thrill me.
Dan is having
going
some
to the
stuff
dentist.
done. What?
I'm going to the dentist.
He's having a little bit of stuff done this morning. So, which is not always pleasant. But, they'll take good care of him. His dentist sings. Mine does, well, it's the same dentist, but our dentist sings. So you'll get that joy today. And Dan is a big Kentucky Wildcats fan, and so is our dentist. So he'll talk to you about that stuff, I'm sure. Tracy
I asked him about that the last time I was in. He was looking at my freaking nature teeth. And he said, well, they only lost by 2 points. And I said, but they still lost.
They were bonding. Anyway, so Dan's going to have some stuff done to his teeth first. And he may not be able to talk really great. You not sound like Bill Cosby himself, that little deal when he went to the dentist. And when he comes out, no, he could not talk. But, whatever. He's still going. We've been putting this off, putting it off, we've been putting this off for a while.
No, only a couple of weeks. Last year it was just to have my teeth cleaned.
I thought they wanted to do it last year in December.
No, they might have.
Yes, they did.
I've slept since then.
Anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. He's got his teeth brushed, he's ready to go. I'm the one that gets crazy when it comes to going to the dentist, even when I'm not the one being seen. So let's go. You ready, Dan?
Yeah, might as well.
Are you anxious?
I'm always anxious.
Is your anxiety going up?
No. But I am anxious. Because I don't know what the heck he's going to do.
He's going to make your teeth pretty.
As much as me and my insurance is paying him, he better.
All right, let's go. Hello, after 2 hours of extensive work. He's out. Are you numb?
My nose is even numb, y'all.
Was it an experience?
Yeah. One I hadn't been on. Right now I'm freezing my ass.
Dan's out. And he had lunch.
Mm-hmm. My upper lip and nose is still numb. But they did some serious stuff to me. Tracy says I look like I'm going to end up with 2 black eyes, if that tells you anything.
It does look like it. You can just see it. I mean, you might not be able to, well, you might be able to see it. Especially on this side. they did a lot of they did a lot of stuff. Our doctor, our dentist doctor, our doctor dentist,
something like that.
He wasn't playing today, and he actually, what was it you said, he took a break?
Yeah, he said, I wasn't expecting to work this hard today.
He was back there for 2 hours. I would have took a break too. He has to fix my teeth at some point. But anyway, so Dan, I know that you don't want to smile right now to reveal your lovely teeth, but he will. Those his teeth, his choppers, and so his lip is a little.
It's still numb. I feel like saying suffering succotash.
Oh, he did. I got it on video.
Earlier though, y'all.
Let's put it right here.
Earlier on.
Suffering succotash.
Suffering succotash. Y'all, it felt like my upper lip was slapping every time I would speak, would slapping my bottom one.
I've got pictures of him before.
You should feel bad about me, or for me, something like that.
I think it went to his brain. And he's driving. Give me the keys.
I don't think so.
They didn't give him any gas either. Our insurance doesn't cover the gas. We have to pay $50 if we want to have a little snort or two. Is it crazy?
That is crazy.
And I'm not very happy with our little receptionist woman, and I hope she's watching this, because I asked her the last time before we started to do this, what was our portion of this that we were going to pay. And she said it was supposed to be $97. I don't forget money. And I said, so we bring $100 in here, it's covered. And she was like, yeah, so, I was just putting that in my head. So, we've been financially, planning for this, to make sure that we've got the money. And we walked in there and she said it would be $190.
$199.
So I gave her $100 and told her, bill me. You don't play with me. I'm the one that chased the people down over at the Ford dealership to give me my money. I was like, oh, have you ever seen, on the movies where somebody owes a loan shark money? I was on them like white on a paper plate, wasn't I? They owed me $500 and they paid me too. I'm mean. But anyway, yeah, that kind of ticks me off. When I ask you what a price total is supposed to be, then don't be coming at me later and saying another $100. That's just ridiculous. Didn't you think it was?
Yeah.
When I ask you, I'm doing it for a reason. It's to budget. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so let's go home, Dan.
Yeah, I need a nap.
Well, you start driving because I want to show the people Jefferson City. Over there's the church. One of the churches. We're coming out of Taco Bell. I'll spare you my singing. But, so you don't have to have anything else done other than a cleaning, which will be in 5 months, right?
Right.
And here I got all this stuff gotta be done. Whatever. We'll take care of it as we get to it. Oh, look at this, people. Just hold on. You see that place right there? Okay. Yeah, looks like a rundown building, but it's not. It's actually one of those thrift stores. Yeah. Girls, check it out. Guys, they have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But you know what? I can't tell you what the name of that place is to save my life. Over there is that's the Red Door and J Photography. I can't remember the rest of it. But anyway, there, like I said earlier, right there is the Methodist Church over there next to Taco Bell. So if anybody's ever coming to Jefferson City, you can, and you're Methodist, or if you just want to visit, you could go to the George Street United Methodist Church. I've never been there, but I know several people that go there. That's right, people. Yes, I know Methodists. I know a lot of Catholics. I'm not just a strictly Baptist woman. I was baptized Pentecostal, wasn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so also we have the, not up here, but in our hometown is it our hometown? It's where we live, New Market, Tennessee. We have the Handmaids of the Precious Blood that don't live too far from us, and they are cloistered nuns, and they have an Amazon wish list. I don't know if I can post that. If I can post the link to that, if anybody would like to buy something that's off their list. They like books and cereal. They got a thing for cereal, and other things. There's a few other things. If you wanted to help them out, they're a great bunch of gals. They pray all the time. They have a Facebook page. I will link to that. But anyway, so here we are, and we're still in Jefferson City. And it's really a bunch of businesses. Danny's a dermatologist is back there. It's really a bunch of businesses and banks, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Really. And the water tower. But, I mean, it's nice up here. We've got lots of farmland. And this is the main drag, so you're not going to get a lot of stuff. We've showed you once before that to the left over here is the health and rehab, Jefferson City Health and Rehab. Behind this and behind the school that's right there, you'll see the little kiddos playing. Behind the school is actually a flea market that is indoors. And they've got a lot of antiques, don't they?
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've been there. Funny story, okay? When my mother sold her house and property back in whenever it was, what was it, 2004 or something?
Something like that.
It was after my father passed away. Well, everything was taken out of the house, of course, and what she didn't sell, she took with her to her new home. And but there was one thing that she forgot, and that was the clock that was in the kitchen of my mom and dad's house forever. I mean, forever. It looked like a china hutch with some china in it. And my dad won it at an auction when I was real little, okay? And she would take it down and let me play with it. And I was always careful with things. That's why she didn't care for me to play with it. And, I don't know why I always wanted to look at that thing close up, but I did. And so, I was cleaning it one time because she wanted me to, since I had it down. And, was taking real good care, but where the little green sticker was on the bottom part of it, where I got it soaked, I guess, a little bit too much. One side of it when I was wiping came off. It did. It's just like, oh my gosh. But it just scooted. It didn't come completely off, and I just left it on there. Okay, I didn't say a word because I didn't want to get in trouble. I wouldn't have gotten in trouble, but I was a kid, I was terrified of ever getting in trouble. Okay, so I tell these people this, they're gonna think I'm nuts. Anyway, so she left the clock behind, and nobody thought to look up on the wall in the kitchen for some reason, and so the clock was sold with the house. and we didn't realize it until weeks later, and they had tore the house down. And I was devastated because I knew that clock was in there. Oh, I was just devastated. Well, so, and we were living in Corrigan at the time at our old home. Me and Dan and the kids. And so, in 2008, we moved here in New Market. Okay, so we moved here in 2008, the summer of 2008, to New Market. We bought our home up here. Okay, so we bought our home in New Market and moved up here, and everything, you know, life was just continuing. We was doing what we was doing, but we went and stopped at this flea market because we were kind of checking out our surroundings, you know, and checking out some of the businesses and things like that. And we heard that this little flea market was over there behind the school, so we went over there. And we went in, and there was all kinds of little, you know, areas, different things, you know, beds, antique-ish, and just all kinds of stuff. And I was like, you know, awesome. This is going to be my new home. And as I got almost out of the building, and from across the room, I saw something that looked familiar to me. And I was like, okay, so I run over there to see what this particular thing is, to see if it was actually what I thought it was, okay? And it was that clock. And a lot of people will be like, oh, it wasn't the same clock. It was the same clock. I have it. Even the sticker, the little sticker that was on it, was still there. And it was beat up pretty bad. I mean, it had been a few years, you know, since I'd seen it. It was beat up pretty bad, but we got it for $3. And I've had it ever since. And so Dan bought that for me. And I cried. I didn't. I couldn't believe it. And then I showed it to my mother, and she was like, I can't believe you found this. I cannot believe you found this. And then my sister was like totally freaking out at one point, saying, you know, we can't find, we didn't get that clock, you know, and all this other stuff. And I told her, I said, well, this is what happened. I didn't get the clock, but this is what happened. And so I thought that was a neat little story to tell you. I mean, it came back to me. And I think I was the one that took care of it the most. You know, I was all the time cleaning it, and I was always playing with it and stuff. And it just meant something to me. Not because, I don't know, no, it wasn't because it was worth anything. It was because, I don't know, it was at my mom's, and it was always there from the time I was like really young, like 5, till, you know, the day that she moved and we left it behind. So I'm assuming that the new owners either sold it or gave it to somebody that would sell it or something, and eventually it ended up there at that flea market. I mean, it is exact. And when I saw that the little tag was torn in exactly the same way that I tore it, I knew it was it. And Dan couldn't walk out of there without buying it for me, could you, honey? No. He loves me. And so anyway, that's the story of the clock. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Did you ever have anything weird like that to happen to you, Dan?
No, actually I didn't.
I have a lot of things that come back to me. It's just weird. Like, you know, things that I didn't realize somebody had. Like my Aunt Fleety, she gave me some stuff before she moved from her house out off of Hoyt Avenue in Knoxville years ago. And she said, this is yours. And One was a little doll, and I was like, well, I'll be, I didn't even realize that it was gone, and she had been taking care of it all this time. It's just a little tiny doll, maybe about 4 inches tall, and I can't remember what that other thing was, but still, she had been taking care of that whole time. Is that a cow in the road?
Where?
Up above this hill. There has to be signs. It's signs, isn't it? I can't see good. It's signs. It's signs. Is that a cow in the road? Tell them about the cow. That's why I'm paranoid.
We were coming home from, I don't remember where we had been, but it was dark outside. And we made our turn off of Esslinger onto Whitaker. And there's a little bit of a hill there, and then it levels off and takes us right over to the house. Well, we kept seeing something odd out just beyond the headlights.
And it was pitch black.
And it was dark outside. There wasn't a star in the sky. The moon wasn't shining.
There's no street lights.
Nothing. And even the headlights were on bright. And we got right on top of that hill, and there was a freaking cow, blacker than the night, standing right there in the road, and it was a big one.
No white whatsoever.
None.
Black. The only thing that stopped you was the eyes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was it the eyes? Because I screamed when I saw the eyes. There was no white on that cow, and it dark. It's 1,000 wonders we didn't just get killed. Because if we had hit it going as fast as she's going, it would have killed us. It would have. But still, that was crazy. So we've seen so many critters. One day we was leaving the house, and right down here at the church, we remember when that big giant horse come out of the fog?
Yeah.
Good night.
Right towards us.
And it stopped right before, Danny stopped the car, but it stopped right before it got to us. It was running on the road, and it made an abrupt right turn, didn't it?
Yep.
And went into this person's field. But it was coming at us full speed, and it was one of those, not a little horse, this is one of those ginormous horses. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was. Well taken care of.
Oh my gosh, it was just absolutely, but it was huge, and we got a lot of those out here. A lot of these are horse farms or cow farms, or there used to be a llama, my favorite. And anyway, but that you never expect to happen. But that happened, and then there was something else that jumped out at us. I think a deer tried to, or something. Anyway, we were debating on whether or not we should turn around and go back home. That's police tape right there. There's not been any murders or anything. They just don't want people turning around in that driveway, so they put that up. Anyway, which I don't blame them. We have a lot of people that if you look way out there, it's very hard to see because unless I zoom in, but there are lots of people that have built their homes on Bays Mountain over there, and just gorgeous, beautiful, huge houses, $250,000 houses, and I'm just like, yeah, baby. There's some, they look like Barbie dolls. I don't know. Maybe I can zoom in just a little and let you see this one. Maybe Danny could slow down. See that one right up there? Well, hold on. See it up there on the hill? That's one of those Barbie doll housey things. That is a huge house. This doesn't do it justice, but it's huge, okay? And that's just one of them. There's others that are bigger than that. I love them. Right here is where this area, right here, where the horse was coming out of the fog towards that church over there. We were like almost in front of the church, weren't we? No, he's right here.
Yeah, we came to a stop right here, and the horse actually went into those people's backyard and over to that field. And
it was insane. Now, that was a big horse. I mean, it wasn't Clydesdale, but it was huge.
A quarter horse of some type.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Just well taken care of. But still, anyway, that's another story. Hang out with us. We got a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
We got stories that we could tell you. There's a tractor, dude. Oh, Lordy. Now you get to see it. You get to see what we get to put up with. Oh, he's going to go over. Is that chick? No, it's that dude. Anyway, we're done telling you all kinds of stories and junk that's going on. Now, coming up soon, we're going to be going to a special museum. Stop it. We're going to be going to a museum and some other things, and we've got some crafts that's coming up. It's just that I needed to get through all this junk where they were testing the nodules, and good news is that they were negative for growth, so that means no cancer.
Yay!
And maybe I can get myself a little bit more under control, and we can bring some more good videos to you. And we want to go back to see Teddy and back at Panther Creek. Mm-hmm. Teddy the owl. And so Dan, tell him that you're going to be okay, because there was people that was messaging me.
I'll be alright.
He's had a lot of work
My lip's
done.
not as numb as it was, but it... And wait. I can feel my nose now, y'all. It's not numb anymore.
It's a big deal.
But now my lip is. My lip still is.
Well, let's hope that he doesn't bruise like I'm afraid he's going to. But
I'll blame it on Tracy.
That doctor had to get in there. He had a lot of work done in the very, very front, from here to there. So, thank you for the prayers. I know that I asked for prayer on my Facebook account, and I appreciate everybody that was thinking of him and mentioning him in their prayers, because, you know, we're praying people. We believe in the power of prayer. We believe in the power of God.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go take care of him and make sure that he's comfy, and he needs to get some rest, because I know he didn't get none last night, and he needs to heal a little bit so that he can endure going to work tomorrow. And we've got some swishing, saltwater swishing we gonna have to do. And you ready? If you got anything else that you want to tell the good people, Dan?
Yeah, I wish my wife would quit laughing at me.
He went, suffering succotash.
Suffering succotash.
And then, I can't stop. Anyway, like Sylvester the cartoon. Anyway, so, Dan, say bye.
See y'all.
Bye, y'all. Oklahoma, where the winds